sorry we interrupted you.
No apology needed, Mayor. All I was saying was one of the vehicles we can use is an administrative search warrant, but just like a regular search warrant. In the criminal context, we have to have probable cause. I recommend you start by diplomacy and find out who's advertising and to go as far as diplomacy will go. And then if people stonewall you, then you have no other choice but to try to build a probable cause case to get a warrant. Does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, Dave, we interrupted you a while ago. Would you?
No, we were done with that unless y'all had additional questions.
Mr. Mayor, when I pass you that note that has that little E on it, you can wait till the next agenda.
No. That made it seem like it was way back. Okay. Town manager, Mr. Eads, done. We're gonna go to old business and we rec center meeting. Councilman Scott, you go late.
Thank you, Mayor. This is what everybody's been waiting for. Good. Pickleball. The Parks and Recreation Advisory Board met yesterday, and we heard public comment from pickleball players. We did some discussion on the matter, and one of the problems that we identified is that the courts are being used by people from 2.5 to 3 hours. And a lot of these people are not from our town. And it's, and our people can't get any playtime. So the recommendation from the advisory board was to have resident-only hours, Monday through Sunday, from 8 o'clock until 11, and 5 until 8. And put a time limit on each court for 1 hour per resident per court. And that would allow more people to be able to play, and our residents would also be able to have more time. Also signage to designate that. And that was their recommendation. And they also recommended, self-policing time period of like 30 days to see if this would work. And if this doesn't, then we'll process that.
Was St. James included in this?
There were somebody, yeah, sure. I don't know. Is it any motion?
Can you explain to me exactly what the regulatory scheme would be?
Explain me what?
The regulatory scheme that you just described, are we differentiating between property owners, residents,
Did you get one of these?
So between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m., there's no differentiation. It's first come, first served.
Right, exactly.
Thank you.
There's a little note down here that says many of the members would like to research the issue and reach out to the pickleball players during the next month. Then readdress the issue at the September 3rd meeting.
Councilman Scott, you asked us to put this into place and then revisit it and change it.
I think we'll revisit it if the self-policing and any more problems develop. There were some people that wanted to try to have an appointment scheduled or this type of thing, or an app on the phone or something. That was discussed. But I think right now, if we put this into place and see how it works with the signage, be sufficient for right now.
Well, would you prefer staff to come up with a written policy based on those terms
Sure.
for official adoption in September?
That would be great, and,
That'd be clean.
and signage at that time.
But you want to go ahead and implement what you have here. I mean, we can go ahead and make the sign, place it in place. Policy, we can go self-regulated for the first 30 days.
Right. And will, I mean, during the first 30 days, it would be just pure self-regulation, no town official enforcement. I'm fine with that.
The only question that somebody had asked me yesterday is, it says, time limit on each court is 1 hour per resident. If there was 4 residents playing, would that mean they had 4 hours?
No.
I know what you mean, I just want you to say it out loud. I don't know what you mean.
Maybe somebody can say it better, but that's all.
Well, we need to address that in the signage too, to make that clear.
Yes. I knew they would ask that question very first thing.
Of course. Thank you.
Yes.
Wait for it.
Okay, so, let's see, we need a motion or a consensus or what?
Just a consensus now, we're not going to take any formal town or state action during this month.
Workshop. Everybody seems to be good, so give it a shot.
I'm very supportive of it. May I offer a suggestion? Perhaps you've already done this. This seemingly, get self-regulation, people are courteous to solve the problem. In fact, residents and non-residents have 6 hours a day. The issue here, as I understood, is a lead of people from outside of town. So just, I want to make sure that we've reached out to that league, or they're aware of this is coming. We've done that.
It should be,
Okay.
there are people there.
Okay.
I can check with Rebecca tomorrow to make sure she says there's, I think there's 2 or 3 leagues that play out there. And she can send me information.
I think if they know change is coming, it will go a long way for self-regulation.
All right. That then move on to new business, consideration of post-on survey proposal from Moffett and Nichols.
Right there, that's how it works.
I'm sorry. I was asking if I could ask.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude to you, but you can imagine if everybody in the room just
No, but
started.
that's why I didn't know if you could ask a question regarding what was just said.
No, ma'am. As Councilmember Bell pointed out earlier, the public comment period of the meeting was earlier in the meeting. And unless it's a public
I
hearing.
understand.
Okay. And again, that's just to maintain.
I understand.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Item 6.1, consideration.
Mr. Mayor, are we on the Moffett Nichols contract?
Yes, sir.
I have a question, Mr. Warren. Sure. So I'm on page 91. So looking at the fee structure. Yes, sir. And so I take it the task 1 is the field work, correct?
Yes, sir, there is, that's the field work that the surveyor is doing.
Right. Okay.
And task 2 is the field work that we did coming out Friday. And our assessment, things of that nature, and then the task 3 is the our analysis of the result.
My question is about the report. How many man hours are involved in that? It seems like an expensive report, $22,000 for a report.
Well, so that's the analysis too. So what it is that we have I'm trying to remember the number of survey profiles. It was well over sort of, I want to say, how many is it like you remember? Well, it's 100,000 feet in the each. So we're 9 miles, so roughly 50, 60, 70 transects. And what we are doing there, sorry, is we're comparing it to the last time we surveyed the data, and we are calculating how much the shoreline moved back at mean high water. We're also doing volume calculations that are above the 5-year surge level, the wading depth out to the outer bar, And then, so we're doing all those volume calculations for those, we're doing those for each of those transects. So really, most of the work is not in writing the report, it's the analysis of the survey data.
Okay, fair enough, but you came up with this number based on man hours, right?
Yes, sir.
How many men, how many hours? How many women?
Do you have that? Do you? And that's not. About
I'm sorry,
150, 150.
people working on it?
There's hours,
That was hours.
Supposed to be hours. How many, what's the personnel load on?
It's around, it's 2 people, and half time for another. So 2 people full and half time for another. Wow.
Is 150, is that included is that the analysis and the writing of the report?
That's both, right? That's all tasks.
Okay.
All tasks.
Thank you. It feels pricey, that's why I'm asking.
We can follow up with a detailed estimate and show you that man hour detail, but we did break it down by individual tasks. And in the future, we'll do that in the future.
Okay, thank you.
I call it on you, David.
We're gonna need some kind of motion here to keep this thing going.
What choice do we have
Um,
at this point?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, we have this in front of me, but going forward, I think, the only understanding is that's the additional information that you'll start providing to us right now, in detail. And they in the past, they've seen something, before, and something we can carry over, something to a different line, and later, there was something, I'm sure left over in the budget, that we've done before with it.
So I will support the motion, with the caveat that we'll get the breakdown data, and these are not to exceed numbers, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
With that caveat as well.
Was that a motion?
On the attaching caveats, you can feel free to make the motion.
Let's wait on you, Bob.
I'll make a motion to approve the post-storm survey proposal for property vehicles to be about $77,471.
Second.
Counselor, if I may, with additional data on the report broken down and with caveat not to exceed. Second.
All in favor? Huge. Item number 6.3, consideration request for no wake zone, county flu. Staff is looking for direction from council.
And our clerk is ready to discuss.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We had a request from citizen in the 5,000 block of West Beach, and he had requested that we investigate the wake zone there. He contacted the state himself to find out some of the procedures and put me in contact with the individual that he spoke with. And I included some of the procedure in the packet. And so what staff is looking for is direction from council as to whether we want to pursue this. We don't want to put a lot of man hours into it up front if it was not something council wanted to do.
Is the request based on incidents or?
Yes, he said that he was the one requesting it, that the neighbors would support his request. He said that jet skis and smaller boats are going fast, and that the docks are all rocking at one time.
Are we aware of that, Mr. Kelly? We received reports other than this one citizen?
I have not. Speedy, have you had any reports?
And they're not that I'm aware of.
We could reach out to water rescue and see if they've heard any incidents.
Given what Lisa said about the amount of time we have to spend on this, I want to make sure we're solving the real problem or trying to go here.
Would the complaints be directed to us, Mr. Bach? Or do you think that they could possibly have been directed to,
Fish and Wildlife.
yeah, Fish and Wildlife?
But yes, that's possible. So I'll make sure there are complaints other than the one request. Can we confirm that? We'll make our task easier.
I mean, I can certainly ask, sure.
Right, because I don't want to send you the management team on a 40-hour project if we don't need it.
Okay. I can contact the person I spoke with, the state, and ask where such complaints will be filed and see if there are any.
I make a motion that we relook at this next month.
Man, that just says that we'll table it next month.
That was the word I was looking for.
I'll second that.
I would say table it till next month, every month.
So Lisa, if you would ask the complainant if he or she can produce other information on the complaints, other statements from neighbors, so that we have a broader look.
Mr. E, do we need to go to closed session?
I believe there is a request to discuss pending litigation that involves the state court sewer district fee challenge of Dr. Johnson et al. Personally, how about for the minute?
I need to make a motion.
Make a motion. We're going to close session. Consult with county attorney regarding pending litigation pursuant to NCGS